Hello and welcome to your LATV News Weekly Update. I'm Liz Burke. This week's top news stories include the massive fire started here in Leominster shortly after 10 a.m. this morning. Despite drops in sales, Ernie Bach Jr. believes minivans will be making a comeback. You are a Boston City Councilor.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about that role and how long you've been a Boston City Councilor?
Sure, 14 years. I started when I was...
Here with your local forecast.
And we'll be bringing you the latest in entertainment and sports news. Stay with us.
How did you feel during the race? Did you feel as though you'd be taking the lead, or how did you feel?
I actually felt really good.
Fenway Park feels it owes a lot of its success to the faithful fans of the Boston Red Sox. After 9 hours, workers finally pulled the plane out of the river.
This is a non-profit race, so could you tell us a little bit about the major sponsors that we have here?
Absolutely. Well, you know, Fitchburg embraces this race.
A husband sues National Grid in New Hampshire after he finds his home without electricity and his wife dead. Louis Charpentier has been a huge part of the community and has kept the Christmas spirit alive in Leominster. And now finally, the most watched, the 10th District, it is too tight to call. Bill Keating is beating Jeff Perry by 2%. 47% is Keating, 45% is Perry. And I'm sure we're going to have much more results coming at you as they come in. Thanks, guys. Back to you at the desk.
All right, thanks, Liz. We are going to continue with the live election coverage.
Cheese products have become the food of the recession. So in a nutshell, why exactly do you want to be state treasurer?
We are in a tough financial time.
Thanks for tuning in to the 51st Annual 4th of July Parade.
The fate of the school has not yet been decided, but it looks as if right now it'll just be shut down and left vacant like many other schools in the area. Reporting in Fitchburg, I'm Liz Burke. Give me your money or I'll light you on fire. This frightening statement was said to a Hanover convenience store clerk last week.
Working as a team during the race, do you guys have any specific strategies that you do?
Yeah, we always planned it before.
The wind turbines are not only helping the environment, but they're saving the school millions of dollars, which the president says is going right into the classrooms.
I'm now speaking with John Morkoff, who's the field supervisor here at the Longjo bike race today. John, could you tell me a little bit about your role here?
Oh yeah, we're just here to take care of any riders.
Japan's emergency crews continue to search through the rubble. The March 11th tsunami was so powerful it sucked away entire towns. A pilot is dead and one person is injured after a small airplane crashed in Fitchburg. The plane landed upside down in the Nashua River, 300 yards away from the runway.
Earlier this afternoon, Fitchburg Police and other emergency personnel got a call that a plane had gone down at the Fitchburg Municipal Airport. Further investigation revealed that the pilot had died in that crash. Passengers survived.
Lieutenant Glenn Fossis said the 73-year-old pilot was very experienced. He was known for flying in over 175 air shows. He also gave rides to passengers as a side business. That is what he was doing at the time of the crash. Officials believe the cause of the accident was engine troubles.
The aircraft was coming in on runway 32, possibly lost power prior to landing.
The injured passenger's father had set up the flight as a gift to his sons. The father was in the airport's restaurant when he and his two other sons witnessed the plane go down.
A sad situation here, and we feel bad for the families.
Fire Deputy Chief Robert Haley said Fitchburg and Leominster emergency departments responded immediately after the 911 call.
So we had both departments down there. We probably had anywhere from 7 to 10 guys in the water in survival suits. We tried the jaws, we tried hand tools. We eventually got a winch from our engine 7 from the other side. We were able to winch the plane up just enough so that crews could use hand tools to extricate the body.
After 9 hours, workers finally pulled the plane out of the river. The passenger was brought to UMass Memorial Medical Center in Worcester, but was released later that day without any major injuries. Reporting in Fitchburg, I'm Liz Burke for WEBN. Friendly Fenway strikes again, but it isn't striking out. It's hitting home runs right into the wallets of Red Sox fans. 70% of ticket prices for next season will be staying the same, and the others will be going up by no more than $5.
We take a close look at the entire ballpark every season and circumstances around the ballpark in different seating categories, and we try to be very smart as to where we implement price increases in certain categories or whether we increase them at all from year to year.
Ron Bumgarner is the Senior Vice President of Ticketing. He and his team took the fans into consideration when planning ticket prices.
We tried to be very strategic in how we raised prices this year. We just put a lot of effort into putting a quality team on the field and improving the ballpark experience to give these fans a reason to come out every game. And not just certain games and picking and choosing throughout the year.
And the fans certainly have a reason to come out every game.
I think it's more than a baseball game at this point. It's definitely like the culture of the city.
It's a fan-based sport in Boston, for sure. Everyone's a sports fan, and the park is the oldest in the league.
Fenway Park feels it owes a lot of its success to the faithful fans of the Boston Red Sox.
And without the incredible support that we get from Red Sox Nation, we would probably be like any other ball club, but we have an incredible base here and we're very fortunate.
Bumgarner and the team hope that keeping the ticket prices the same will help Fenway Park reach its goal of another sellout streak this season. Reporting in Fenway Park, I'm Liz Burke for WEBN. A fire destroys a home in Leominster. The home was a 3-story apartment building with multiple families living inside. Leominster Fire Chief Robert Sidlow says that fighting the fire has been a tough battle.
As of this time, we struck 3 alarms, special called a couple engine companies. No reports of any injuries. On arrival, they had heavy smoke coming out of the second floor of the right-hand side of the building.
The massive fire started here in Leominster shortly after 10 a.m. this morning.
They tried an interior attack, and there was too much fire and smoke. It kind of drove them back. We pulled everybody out, we regrouped, and made a second attack, and the fire had gotten up into the attic area. And at that time, we pulled everybody back out and hit the fire from the outside.
Neighbors watched in horror as the flames ripped through the home. After getting the residents out of the house, the concern went right for the safety of the brave officials trying to get the fire under control.
You know, it's a scary thing, and you just pray that every one of them makes it back home. It's their job, and it's what they're here to do.
And their job is what they do best. The firefighters and other emergency personnel got to the scene in mere minutes and fought for hours to put the fire out.
Just to watch this is like a symphony. Everybody sort of knows what they need to do, and everybody was moving in that direction, working as a team.
They were very quick, yeah. They're doing a great job.
But even getting here in record timing wasn't enough to stop this level 4 fire. Leominster Building Inspector Ed Cataldo says the house is a total loss.
The way this fire started in the middle of the house, it appears to be that it took out structural members in between the 2 floors, and the walls are basically just standing on their own now, so any high winds or high snow could cause a collapse, so we are going to order that immediate demolition.
This leaves the 11 residents who were living in the building without a place to go home to. Reporting in Leominster, I'm Liz Burke.